Welcome back to All About Money on HKIBC. I'm Chloe Fong. Joining me today is Mr. Alex Chen, the spokesman of the Hong Kong Computer Emergency Response Team Coordination Center. He also has the Hong Kong Productivity Council's Digital Transformation Division and has 20 years of experience in information technology. Welcome to the program, Alex. So now let's also talk about the whole ecosystem of NFT. Can you briefly run us through about the whole ecosystem and which part do you think that has the most risks?
Yeah, in a typical NFT ecosystem, it constitutes a few parts. For example, the creator and also the marketplace, the seller and the buyers. And we can see that there's three major risks, which we have covered the first two in the previous conversation, such as the phishing attacks, the counterfeits, and the last one is the platform itself. There are some security vulnerability in the NFT marketplace. So as we have observed, there are quite a few problems in the common NFT marketplace. For example, there has been loophole on the trading platform that caused the NFT are being traded at a much lower price. And also some platform, a lack of two-factor authentications in the sign-in procedures, which increases the chance of user account being compromised. And also, it has been reported there's a possibility to upload NFT containing malicious code that could trigger a transaction led to the asset theft when the collector just like or view an NFT. So these are the other vulnerability we have observed, apart from the phishing and counterfeits we have discussed in the last part.
Right. Can you also share with us, because there are the risks that have arisen from the NFTs and the metaverse, separately, right? So I wonder, are the tricks used by the fraudsters similar in these two, markets?
No, I would say it would be different, and the metaverse one would be more complicated. Although the customer-facing version of the metaverse is still more a concept than a reality, there's a common understanding of metaverse should be riding on a few technologies such as AR, AI, sensor, IoT, blockchain, or NFT. And NFT will be playing a key role in the economy within the metaverse. And with all those NFT risks we have discussed previously will still be there in the future metaverse. There are risks associated with the other technologies we just mentioned. And that's why HomoCert has listed security risks of NFT and Metaverse in our Information Security Outlook 2022, as we expect the Metaverse will start to take off this year. Metaverse, in simple terms, is like a 3D immersive internet. Compared to the 2D internet we are interacting with text, images, and video nowadays, Metaverse will be a multi-sensory environment, such as 3D visions under the AR glasses, touches, pressure, and temperature via haptic sensor. It could be even taste and smell if the technologies continue to evolve. You could imagine the amount of data involved would be a multiple, if not exponential, of the current 2D internet. And on the other hand, the amount of data collected from you would also be a multiple of today, and these data could be very personal, such as your eye movement, body gesture, emotion, and even other biometrics. And if we are having data privacy and leakage issues today, the problem will be much bigger when everyone in a fully immersive metaverse. And besides, the identity would be an issue. You can't really tell which you are interacting with in the metaverse, just like right now. With the advancement of AI and bad actors, like the deepfakes can mimic the others. And just like today, via this video conferencing tools, you can't really tell you are talking to the right Alex, isn't it, right?
Right, so I'm completely confused right now. So these are actually the tricks or like the risks that we should be aware about. You're just not sure about the real identity of the person. Yeah. So as you just showed, this can be one of the example from the cyber attack. What can people say if we encounter a cyber attack?
Yeah, as mentioned before, since the whole NFT ecosystem works in a decentralized manner, there are no regulations around the NFT trade. The NFTs and the NFT marketplace are still in their period of technological infancy. And gradual steps are needed for putting better guidelines in place, and it takes time to make the whole ecosystem safe for the artists, buyers, investors, and encouraging them for business. And stakeholders are advised to stay vigilant against cyber threats, and they can subscribe Hong Kong Search's timely security bulletin, monthly newsletter, and follow Hong Kong Search social media account. They are all free of charge. And we monitor security vulnerability and development of virus and malware. And when necessary, we issue alerts to warn the public to mitigate the impact of these threats. And we also regularly publish security blog, security guideline, and news on our website. And if anyone encounters a cybersecurity incident, Hong Kong Search also offers a free 24-hour hotline services for incident reporting and give advice on incident response and recovery. All the reported incidents will be kept confidential. And for cross-border incidents, we can seek assistance from the overseas search team through our network.
Right. As Hong Kong is also becoming a major trading hub for NFTs and Metaverse, related products. Also, as a financial center, I wonder, what do you think the SAR government could do to help all investors to create a safer trading environment for this growing market, while also meeting the demands from banking and finance area?
Hong Kong MA has issued a discussion paper on crypto assets and stablecoin in January this year, and inviting view from the industry and public on the relevant regulatory approach. And Hong Kong MA revealed that the rapid development of crypto assets is a topic of keen attention in the international regulatory community, and it presents possible risks regarding monetary and financial stability. And the Hong Kong MA has been closely tracking the relevant development and would collect feedback from stakeholders and draw up a risk-based, pragmatic, and agile regulatory regime on this front. And it is observed that the government is also making progress in establishing a licensing regime for virtual asset service provider, meaning that all virtual asset exchange are required to apply for a license from the SFC before providing such services in Hong Kong. And the Hong Kong Exchange will launch a digital marketplace called Diamond this year, and with initial focus on product offering related to environmental, social, and government values. And Hong Kong Search will continue to observe the development and cooperate with the government and to promote the importance of information security and raise public awareness on the risks arise from the emerging technologies.
Can you also provide with us some suggestions about how investors can secure safer transactions when they're having the tradings in the NFT as well? What are the suggestions you might give to them?
Yeah, Hong Kong Search recommends those participating in anti-trading to adopt the following security measures. For example, do not click any links and attachment in emails, text messages, or social media from unknown sender. And never disclose your wallet recovery phase to a third party, and carefully verify all information before signing any smart contract. And using the browser bookmark functions to store the NFT platform URL and avoid using links sent by the others to log into the platform. And enable the two-factor or multi-factor authentication wherever possible. And set up a temporary wallet and only store a suitable amount of cryptocurrency for trading. And also review the permissions to access your own NFT and revoke the past authorization for uncertain purposes. And before trading on the NFT platform, the user needs to ensure to store the NFT assets safely and save at other type of cryptocurrency. They can choose an internet-connected wallet, that is the hot wallet, or an non-internet connected wallet such as this, the cold wallet, and even use a combination of the two. And different types of wallet have different benefits and security risks. And the users must choose the wallet based on their own needs. And Hong Kong Search has published a detailed analysis and comparison of the two, and the audience are welcome to check it out from the Hong Kong Search website. And finally, we would like to encourage all of you to subscribe to Hong Kong Search social media account on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube.
Okay, thank you so much for your suggestions, Alex. I wonder, Before we end the program, do you have any last words for all of our viewers, especially, the amazing avatars?
Yeah.
Yes.
I expect my next discussion with Chloe will be in Metaverse, and by then I should have a much better avatar. So goodbye to all of us.
Thank you so much for all of your suggestions and sharings about the examples. That's Alex Chen from the Hong Kong Computer Emergency Response Team Coordination Center and also the Hong Kong Productivity Council. We'll be back on HKIBC next Sunday. I'm Chloe Fong. Until the next time.